So, Liverpool have just lost 3-2 to Manchester United. And to be honest with you people, I don't really know how to respond. I don't really know what to say. And I'll tell you why I'm kind of like a bit speechless in a sense. And it's not because I'm surprised that we lost the game, because I'm not. Based off form, realistically, with the underdogs going into this game, I said that before, and it showed that within the game. Don't get me wrong, we had a few good spells, but to expect this team to win right now is beyond me, and to expect this team to win with some of the decisions that were made by Klopp today. And listen, I am not jumping to no conclusions, but I am allowed to call him out when he makes mistakes. He made a lot today for the starting 11 and for the lineups and whatnot. That being said, before I do continue further, you can't take anything away from Manchester United. I deserve to be bantered. I deserve to be fucking whatnot. I get how this YouTube thing works, but I only really care about my team, with all due respect to anyone who's watching this, and I'm sure you understand that as a supporter of whatever your team is. And United they took their chances. They've got the better players in terms of depth, in terms of when it gets to them ending moments in a game where they can just change it and they can change the momentum of the game. They can bring on the players that they really need to get on. And Manchester United had them players today. Bruno Fernandes, that free kick was sensational. It was something that, obviously, we weren't really fucking expecting, do you know what I mean, people? And I'm not going to lie to you. Anyone who's here for the usual energy and, the laughs, I've got nothing to laugh about. So, you can laugh at me. You can spend this time watching me and laughing at me. But right now, to be dead honest with you people, I don't really know what to think or what to say. I feel like Liverpool kind of put their own foot in it. Even though United took their chances, we gave them a lot of these chances, and I don't get some of the strategies going into the game. Why are we taking short corners at multiple points? What do they do? When have Liverpool shown in the past 6 games that we can actually pass our way into a goal? By the way, if you do a short corner, you have to pass your way into the goal, unless you're doing it for a cross, which we weren't doing. We weren't playing it short, and it was like first time cross. We were playing it short, and then we put it into the box, but we'd be passing our way into the box. It weren't like we were just putting a long ball in or we were putting a low ball in. It just didn't make sense. And you're seeing Lindelof and Harry Maguire, every time they touch the ball, fumble over it. And you're not even trying to attack that. You're not trying to press that. You're not trying to create something out of that. United deserve to win because they took their chances and, they done everything that their manager was told them to do. And it worked to a T. But I just don't get when people are going to start getting into the Reds. I get what FSG have done for us, and I'm not FSG out. I'm FSG out if we don't invest in this January market and furthermore the summer. Right now, I'm not FSG out, but what I'm trying to say is, it's like if you're angry with your ma or you're angry with your dad or whoever you live with, you have an argument with them, and obviously you're angry with them in that moment. In that moment, you don't like them. It doesn't mean you want them to fucking die. Do you know what I mean, mate? It's not like you want them to go or whatnot. You want a bit of time to yourself. It's like right now, that's what I'm like with FSG, but I want them to get a centre-back. That's my time to myself. I want them to go out and just spend 10, 20 million, which they must have. Otherwise, I'm bewildered. To go and get a centre-back. And I say a centre-back, not because that's the issue in the team. I know we're not conceding goals, but just look at the situation you're playing Reece Williams. I mean, today we actually did concede goals. Today it was the problem. Matip, why weren't he in the team? Unless it was fitness, there's no excuse to not have Matip in that squad. At least on the bench. Bring him on. When you're 2-2 and you're noticing Reece Williams clearly is not good enough, and I don't understand why people think he is good enough, but not even to disrespect the kid, but he was in the North Conference last season and he's playing against Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, Marcus Rashford. Are you taking the piss? Come on. This is not what Liverpool should be at. Man City would not accept this, and they've got more proven youth players. There's many different little things that go into this performance that you've just got to look at and you've got to question on so many levels. And not just from FSG, even though they need to invest and we need to get Fabinho back into midfield and we need to get Hendo back into the team. Obviously, all that's massive, but we should be doing better. And even though Salah got the 2 goals and offensively we were better and we showed more encouraging signs, defensively was what caught us out today. That was our issue. It weren't even the scoring goal side of things or even creating chances. It was everything else. And it just makes me now think a centre-back is vital if we want to not only compete for top 4, because we're not out of the title race as of right now. We're not, because City was in this position last month and whatnot. But I also understand as you get later on into the season, a gap becomes more, you've got to worry about it more. And I feel like we can fill the gap. I just don't know with this squad of players if we can, because you need to be consistent. And how can you be consistent when you haven't got a set back four for starters, and you haven't got an attack that's on form, and you haven't got backups for them? But that's when you've got to question Klopp. We'd have Jota if Klopp didn't play him against Midtjylland, a game that he didn't need to play in. A game that today we could have really done with him in. Manchester United, though, it was just one of them things. Today, they done what they needed to do, people. And I've said it time and time again, but they've got the quality, they've got the squad depth to be able to take out Liverpool in a situation and in a game like that. But we'll move in to player rating. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat. I know that you're probably taking the piss, but listen, it is what it is, my friends. We move forward. Actually, Conor McGregor got knocked out yesterday as well, but I'm still going to do the accent because why not? You know what I mean? Because why not? Right, let's do predictions. Bloody hell, we already know what happened, James. Ratings, player ratings is what we'll do. So in goal, Alisson. Right, hear me out on Alisson, and I don't think he was bad today. And by the way, shout out to Meiji Alfonso Stewart. We need centre-backs, plural. Yeah, I'm talking about right now, Alfonso. I agree, we need a lot more than just a centre-back. I'm talking right now in this moment of what is doable. Get a centre-back, because it's not completely undoable. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning that. We need a new left winger. We need more midfield depth because of the people that should be going out and the people that aren't fit at the moment in that position. Same at the back. We need more than one centre-back. I agree. Absolutely, 100%. But in goal, man like Alisson, let's go with him first. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was good. In many aspects, I thought he offered a lot in certain moments of the game, but it's just one of them things. He was a bit too shaky at times, and even though he made some okay saves, it was saves he was supposed to make. I'm going to say in 7. He ain't shit, but he ain't great. And yeah, he's just doing a few risky things that I feel like soon could possibly cost him, but he's fucking Alisson. He can do what he wants in a sense until it costs us, though. Left back, Robertson. What are we going to give Rob? I thought this was probably his worst game since Gnabry, Bayern Munich. When we played Bayern Munich and Gnabry, I've done him a new one on 1 or 2 occasions in that game. Today, I just did not think Robertson was good. Maybe you'll disagree with me in the chat, people, but I'm not going to lie to you. I just did not see the normal left back. He weren't even the best left back on the pitch. So, for that, I think I'm probably going to give him a 6. I was going to say 5.5, but I'm going to say 6 because the way I look at a 6 is you've done okay in moments, but compared to what you can do and to what you did, nah, mate, Robertson can do much better than that. And he even made some mistakes today as well. It wasn't just like it was a solid performance below par. He was poor in some moments. So that's why I'm going to give him that. And I may even be being too kind. Trent at right back. A lot of people are going to slander on Trent. A lot of people are going to jump on him and be like this, that and the other. He's not good enough no more. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. At the end of the day, there's many things that come into it. But without trying to give him excuses, he went fantastic today. He put in a few good balls. Offensively, he was better. Defensively, always needs improving. I'll give him a 5.5. I think, maybe slightly worse than Rob. Nah, do you know what? I'm going to give him a 6. That's the same as Robertson. But again, I might be beating too kind there. We have just lost 3-2 to Manchester United. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, centre-backs, Fabinho, I'll give a 7. Reece Williams gets a 1. He should not be playing in this game. He should not be playing at this level. This is a kid who was in the conference last season. He will be in the under-23s this season if it weren't for the fact we just went out and bought a centre-back, or if we just kept Dejan Lovren. So it's just a massive shame for him, because not only is it affecting our points and our chances of winning games, it's affecting his young career. He's young and he's getting pushed into the team now when he shouldn't be. And it's affecting him quite clearly because he's not at this level. And don't do the mistake with Reece Williams, what we did with Adrian. So with Adrian, when he was doing poor, we were blaming it on him. But now we've realised it's just he's not that good. Adrian, I'm talking about. Adrian is just not that good of a goalkeeper, and we've realised that. And we have to set him to the expectations that he sets himself. It's the same with Reece Williams. Don't put him above. Don't set his expectations above what they should be. Even though he's wearing a Liverpool shirt, even though it's a massive game against Manchester United, he can only do what he can possibly physically do. And I thought he done that today. He made a few mistakes and whatnot, but it just weren't good enough. And it's because he's not good enough. That's the way I saw it. So that's why I'm giving him a 1. And I am probably being very harsh there, but he led, two mistakes to goals. He led many other mistakes throughout the game that caused us many, many issues. So it's just a shaky one. But another shout out to Alfonso again. Nat Phillips and Sepp Van der Berg over Reece. But do you know what's mad though? Why isn't Klopp putting Nat Phillips above Reece Williams, even though he's had the better performances in games? Only one answer comes to mind for me. It's the fact he's not delivering in training. However, Sepp van der Beek, he's struggling at the under-23, so how can he come into a Liverpool first team and we can't do this. We need to invest. It's not rocket science. You go out and get a centre-back who can do a better job than the centre-backs you've already got. It's really not hard, people, in my opinion. As for the midfield, Milner, I thought he was good today, Milner. I'm going to give him a 7. He got stuck in. That's what you want to see from a James Milner. You know, he hates Manchester United, I assume. Therefore, I know why he was up for this game. It's just that yards of pace that he misses, but still a 7 out of 10 for James Milner. Absolutely sound. He has a chance, don't get me wrong, in the second half that he should have put away. Other than that, though, he played well. Gini Wijnaldum. Mixed performance for Genie for me. I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he was fantastic. I don't think he was shit. Just didn't really get involved. I think he was more closer to shit than fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, just can do more. It's the same with all of our players, to be dead honest with you. Thiago, a 7. I haven't really got much to say. Front 3. Curtis Jones, I'll give him a 6.5. 6. I'll give him a 6. Salah, I've got to give Salah an 8. Not a 7. Do you know what? No, I'm not going to give him an 8. Usually someone who scores 2 goals deserves an 8 out of 10, but not Salah, because outside the goals, I don't really know what he's done to really get too involved. Correct me if I'm wrong. He got a few chances, had a few passing moments, but really to warrant an 8, and I look at an 8 as really, really good. Like, he played well the whole game. I don't think he played well the whole game. He got the goals, which is very important, but the first goal was fantastic, but, just still can do more. And then for me, a 7, because he got the assist, played well in moments, but in other moments was just asleep. Then we'll go to the subs. Divock Origi. Actually thought he was good when he came on, got involved, and maybe give him a chance further down the line, or in the distant future, near future. There we go. That's the word that I'm looking for. Give him a chance in the near future. Why not? We've got nothing to lose, and he looks a bit hungry. He looks less lazy than what he usually does. So I'll give Origi a 7. Shaqiri, I don't really know what he's done, so we'll just go with a 5. And Mane, saying, what did he really do? We got a yellow card, and other than that, it was what it was. But people, thank you for watching this video. Jurgen Klopp, we'll do him a rating as well, actually, before we round up. I'll say, for Jurgen, what are we going to say for Jurgen, man? A 2. Just so many decisions wrong. And it's not really his fault as well. It is FSG. They're not giving him the options, but based on what he is being given, I still wouldn't have done a lot of the things he did today. So that's just my opinion. But thank you for watching this video, We just lost to Manchester United 3-2, and it is what it is. But anyway, I'll see you later. Peace out.